Welcome to MTG Anarchy, where we take a look into the world of Magic the Gathering and throw a little bit of chaos into the mix. This is Michael, I'm your host, and I'm glad to see you guys are here to take a look into the video. Today we are going to be doing a crack a pack sort of video. That's right, we're going to be cracking open a pack. And usually these are randomized, but we are going to be focusing on one pack and one pack only. War the Spark. That's right, I'm hoping to go ahead and pull some amazing stuff from here. Amazing Planeswalkers, maybe go ahead and get an Eco Bolus or a Liliana. I mean, if I'm able to pull one of those, that would be amazing. I know these things aren't necessarily talked about anymore, but you know what, it is what it is. But before we actually go ahead and crack this pack open, if you feel like this content is what you are looking for and want to see more of this type of content, go ahead and subscribe to the video and leave on that bell notification. Honestly, we're going to be trying to do more stuff like this, as well as discussion videos, box openings, and financial videos, and so on and so forth, as well as we may actually be getting into Arena pretty soon. So honestly, for me, that is something that is new, but if that's something that you're looking for, again, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification for new content that comes out. But with that said, let's jump into this pack. Now again, this is for Magic the Gathering, War of the Spark. Honestly, with the War of the Spark sort of packs that they were, a lot of people were excited for it, especially when it came to the trailer and everything like that. To get a Planeswalker in every single pack, that was amazing. And to me, it really efficiently got me back into Magic the Gathering. When it came to the rise and fall of Nico Bolas, coming to that climax of what went on with the story of Nico Bolas and all the Planeswalkers, the Gatewatch and everything. So honestly, I have fond memories of this set. And again, like I said, this got me back in the Magic. I mean, I kind of got back into it with Ravnica Allegiance, but you know what? When I heard that this was going to be a thing, this truly got me back into the game, playing what I play. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into this pack. Alright, so again, like I said, I hope we get something amazing. I hope we get something good. Honestly, I am going to go ahead and turn the pack this way because I don't want people to see what we get. Again, embrace limitless power on a flexible schedule. Magic the Gathering, more cards, more formats, more magic. MTGO.com. And I think this was before Arena came out really effectively. Maybe it came out before then, but Arena was more of the newer sort of set. The card that is going to be available, let's call out, I'm going to guess Swamp Forest. Now, looking into this, people had gone ahead and said that these types of lands weren't their most favorite, but you know what? It's an alright looking land. I think that these lands are pretty cool in general. So, you know what? I like the War of the Spark set. I've collected all the Planeswalkers. I'm just hoping to get something else really cool. But with that said, let's jump. We have, first off, Devil Tokens. So, again, Tibalt came back, and it was an improved Tibalt. So, whenever this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. Not bad for Devils. Honestly, with Tortbrand now, it can deal 3 instead of the 1 when it dies. I like it. I personally do when it comes to Devil decks. Tibalt was a bit redeemed, but was it fully redeemed? No, it was not. But with that said, let's just jump right into the packs. First off, we got Sky Theater Strix. It's a 2-drop, so a colorless and a blue. It's a bird, it has flying. You cast a non-creature spell. It gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So, I mean, a 1/2 that turns into a 2/2 bird for 2. Not a bad card. I think that when it comes down to any sort of decks, this should see a bit of play, especially with blue flyers. And I mean, it's not the flash sort of bird, but it's a good enough bird for limited. I actually like it. I do think it's a really good card. Next up, we have Blind Blast. It's for 2 colorless and red. It's an instant. It deals 1 damage to target creature. That creature can't block this turn, and you can draw a card. Honestly, I like it because of the whole draw card. Now, drawing cards are usually the most efficient and the most vibrant sort of thing when we come to Magic. So, I mean, honestly, it's the most powerful. So, dealing 1 damage and that creature can't block, if they only have 1 blocker, honestly, this is there to go ahead and stop that and getting you that win. But next up, I think it's a decent card, though. But next up, we got Shriek Diver. Yeah, Shriek Diver. It costs 2 colorless and a black. It's a zombie bird warrior, has flying, and if you pay 1, it gains haste until end of turn. Not bad. I mean, you're going to be using the haste in once, unless you bring it back out from the graveyard, and it's 2-1 for flying, but honestly, flyer decks, that might actually help. I mean, you have to potentially pay 4 to go ahead and give it haste, but it is what it is. So, it's not the best card, but it's not the worst. Next up, we have Snare Spinner. So 1 colorless and a green. It's a spider. It has reach. It's a 1/3, and whenever it shares this, blocks a creature with flying, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Actually, not bad. It becomes a 3/3 for 2 with reach if you're blocking something with flying. That's actually a really, really good card. I mean, in a spider deck, and to me, I think I might want to build a spider deck around this because of this specific card. So yeah, I think this is a really good card. I like it. I think, yeah, this is one of my favorites now that I actually got to take a look into it. Next up, we have Thunder Drake. So 3 colorless and a blue. Elemental Drake. It has flying. It's 2/3, and whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Thunder Drake. Honestly, I think this was part of a deck that actually the Drake's decks that I did pretty well in tournaments and stuff like that. Honestly, it's not that bad. I mean, it really isn't that bad. And all you have to do is cast your second spell on each turn. So, if you play a lot of instants and sorceries, go Storm and everything like that, this will go ahead and keep gaining +1/+1s. As long as you do it second. Alright, next up. Furascus Finisher. So 2 colorless and a black. It's a Gorgon Assassin. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn, and it's 3/2. Honestly, you want to play this on your second main phase, and it's good that it's going to go ahead and destroy stuff when it enters, like creatures or planeswalkers, because we need planeswalker removal. I mean, getting rid of the fairies are always the thing, but you know what? It's not bad. I think, to me, it's not a bad card. It's a destroy spell on a creature. So yeah, as long as you deal 1 damage to something, yeah, I think that's always fine. Next up, don't want to jump ahead. We have Heartfire. So it's 1 in the red. It's an instant. As an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice a creature or planeswalker, deals 4 damage to any target. I mean, you're sacking stuff, so if you're doing the soul sack build with like Corvul decks or anything like that, I could see this doing play, or having play, and it's going to deal 4 damage to any target. To me, that's not bad. So, honestly, if you have enough of these and a Hail Mary deck, honestly, it's not bad. I like it. Okay, next up, we have Pollen Bright Druid. 1 colorless and a green. It's an elf druid. It's a 1/1, and when it enters the battlefield, choose 1, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, or proliferate. Choose any number of permanents and or players, then give each another counter of each kind already there. Honestly, I like the proliferate sort of ability. It does go ahead and boost stuff up. It makes things get to where they need to quicker. It's also going to go ahead and boost up loyalty counters. So, I mean, Bandoko, this could have actually seen play with it, with the whole proliferate sort of situation. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it, but it is what it is. I like the card, though. I like this card. I think putting a +1/+1 counter on any target creature, that's great. Next up, we have Guild Globe. So it's a 2-drop to cast artifact. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card, and you pay 2, tap it, sack it, add 2 mana of different colors. Honestly, it's not a bad sort of situation. It's a one-time situation, and you have to pay 2 to sack it to add 2 mana of different colors. But yeah, I don't think it's a bad card. I think that it could have seen play, or maybe saw play, especially with the whole draw ability, the most powerful thing in Magic. But yeah, I think it might have seen things. And it says, hopefully, Ravnica will prove harder to break. Card. I don't know. We'll have to see what's going on. Chandra's Pyro Helix. So it costs 1 in the red. It's an instant. And it deals 2 damage, divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets. Not bad for 2. I mean, 1 in red, it's not bad. Honestly, this would actually go well with the Furascus Finisher situation in this deck, where you're just dealing damage. You're going to go ahead and attack, hit a planeswalker, and destroy the planeswalker. It's not bad. I think it's a decent card. But, I mean, would it see regular play? Maybe. Put it in a Torbran deck? Maybe so. Next up, Into the uncommons, we have a Johnny's Pridemate. So a colorless and a white. It's a cat soldier, 2/2, and whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Johnny's Pridemate. I can go ahead and see this in Daxos, Heliod, a lot of decks that are going on right now. But yeah, honestly, this is a very good card, especially for tax deck or life gain decks, tax decks maybe. I mean, if you're trying to bolster a creature up, this will actually go ahead and do it. So yeah, this is a good uncommon. All right, second uncommon, we have Rally of Wings. It's a 1 and a white. It's an instant. Untap all creatures you control. Creatures you control with flying get +2/+2 until end of turn. Not a bad instant, actually. I mean, for 2 mana, potentially, you're untapping all of your creatures you control and anything with flying. So flyers get +2/+2 until end of turn. So pre-combat phase into combat, yeah, no. Honestly, I would play this in a feather deck for sure, because you're just going to go ahead and keep doing it over and over and over again. And honestly, you're going to go ahead and get the damage. The last uncommon we have is 10th District Legionnaire. So what we know now is that the next card is going to be a Planeswalker card. But before we get to that, 10th District Legionnaire, it's a red and a white. Is a human soldier. It has haste. When you cast a spell that targets 10th District Legionnaire, put a +1/+1 counter on 10th District Legionnaire, then scry 1, and it's for 2. Honestly, these two actually wouldn't be too bad. Well, you have to target it. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's saw any play except in Boros decks, but you know what? It is what it is. And finally, last but not least, we have Chandra, Fire Artesian. So, this legendary Planeswalker, Chandra, it costs 2 and 2 red. Whenever 1 or more loyalty counters are removed from Chandra, Fire Artesian, she deals that much damage to target opponent or Planeswalker. It has a loyalty of 4 to start off, and then you pay 1, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Or may play it this turn. And if you -7, exile the top 7 cards of your library, you may play them this turn. So you still have to go ahead and do the mana for them, but honestly, not a bad card. Chandra decks were good for a while, but honestly to me, I mean, mono red, burn, rush sort of situations, not bad. I think this saw a decent amount of play, and I think it's a really good card. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that this was a really good pack to go ahead and pull? You guys think that you guys can do better? Go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you like this type of video or you want to go ahead and spread this video around, go ahead and like and share the video. Let other people know that, hey, look, there's more people than just one type of group that does Magic the Gathering. Also, again, if you like this type of content and you want to keep up with everything, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification. Let me go ahead and know how you guys feel on this sort of stuff. Leave your input in the comments down below. Let me know how I'm doing. But with that said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. This has been Michael from MTG Anarchy, and I hope I've thrown a little bit of fiery chaos into your day. Thanks again.